reputation of being a high tax state. Anyone in business knows that. Look at our property tax bills. All of us, a lot of us have some of the highest per capita property tax bills in the state. Highest per capita per property value. It's a lot of our Monroe County, a lot of the counties around Rochester and this area have that. And it really just stifles people. It drives people out of their homes, out of their businesses. And the tax-free program is built on the fact that this economy is going to be growing from higher education. We're on a campus, it's going to be the driver. Not only do these campuses create jobs, and they do create great jobs and have an impact, say, in Geneseo and Livingston County and throughout the area, they also create great men and women, young, bright minds coming out that go out and go into the workplace and really add to this whole vitality. The whole program is based on this whole tax-free program on or connected to SUNY campuses. No business or corporation taxes, no sales taxes, no property taxes, no franchise fees, no income taxes for owners or employees. Totally tax-free for 10 years, an entire decade. What eligible companies have to do, they have to create net new jobs. They may be from out of state, they may be from in-state, they may be startups, they may be expanding. And a community means a SUNY campus up to anywhere on a campus proper. And our SUNY campuses, by and large, are big. They have a lot of area, a lot of property, but also up to 2,000 square feet, 200,000 square feet. I'm sorry, square feet adjoining the campus. So larger, it could be some build-outs adjoining the campuses, but again, every campus I've been on, there's a lot of space on there too. But great opportunity for growth and to create these incubators, these tax-free communities. The eligible campuses, all 64 SUNY campuses across the state. They are predominantly upstate. There's going to be an allowance for 3 million square feet for private universities, and from the day this was announced, other private schools, the U of R, RIT, Cornell, other major private institutions are looking to see how they would apply. There's going to be a competition, but there's going to be space available for the private universities. And a lot of those private universities have business incubators right now and are doing great things with that. So it'll be great. There's going to be 20 strategically located state-owned properties eligible. And by that, it could be a closed-down correctional facility, maybe closed-down juvenile detention facility, a state facility that, as we know, sometimes there's been downsizings that go empty. And these empty buildings, some of these buildings are very, very large structures, become eyesores and vacant communities, and they're not really helping these communities prosper. So there's going to be 20 of those located around the state that could be used. And some of these areas, there are large facilities which really provide some great opportunities for growth and for these businesses. Eligible space under the entire tax-free program, 120 million square feet. So that's a lot of property around the state. The eligible space is larger than all the commercial space in San Francisco and Philadelphia combined. Also, the eligible space is larger than the total office space in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse combined. So it gives you a sense of how large this is. That this is not just a small part of the state. It's a huge part, a lot of space. So some of the things here, questions that people will ask. If you locate off-campus property, what happens then? So you're off the property that's not connected to campus, it's not owned by a SUNY campus. A business could negotiate a pilot with local government. Questions are, what does it cost the state? It costs the state nothing right now. There's no net cost in New York State at all with this program. What it does cost the state is you give up some future revenues. So some of the things you would normally get, you would probably forego some of the revenues. But on the positive side, if you look at all 64 campuses, and you have 1 or 2 or 3 small startup companies start to build and grow jobs in these campuses, the revenue from sales tax, the revenue from other forms of spending is going to certainly be a huge shot in the arm to local communities. And for local governments, there's no loss of property tax revenue from these because SUNY campuses do not pay property taxes, as you know. So they don't pay state tax, they don't pay property tax. Some private universities have pilot agreements locally, but for the most part, there's no loss at all. And again, the question that comes up quite a bit, is this unfair to existing businesses? And this is not the Empire Zone program. The Empire Zone program, though, was a previous program that certainly had certain geographical areas that had benefits. What the governor is doing something that he can do now, that he can do without adding costs. He'll often say during budget time, he does not have the money to do some of the things he would like to do. He's cut in 3 years pretty large, substantial budget deficits without raising taxes, so that's something that he's tried to do very, very well. But this is something he can do. He's using SUNY campuses. There's no impact, no financial impact, no cost. But as it starts up here, what it does do, it provides opportunities for students at SUNY Geneseo for internships, to connect with these businesses, to hopefully create opportunities for jobs when they graduate. These jobs will grow. We hope that they'll be attracted to the campus. A business in Rochester or Buffalo or Warsaw or anywhere in this region may want to expand to this campus. So it may be applicable to come out and do some expansion efforts right here. But it really is a great synergy to get businesses developing on campus, get young people, these young great minds working on this. And some of the businesses that we start on these campuses may be started by students, not by somebody on the outside. And you see that in a lot of areas around the state. So, it really is a wide open opportunity.